My name is Rebecca Goeckeritz. I'm 31 years old, and this is my Fit Studio journey. When I was 15 months old, I was involved in an auto pedestrian accident, which left me paralyzed from the waist down. Being in a wheelchair requires a lot of upper body strength, and I demand a lot of my body every single day to do simple tasks such as reaching for the milk carton or getting into my car. I've never considered myself an athlete, but have led a pretty active lifestyle since the time I was a little girl. One of my favorite toys growing up was my big wheel bicycle. Instead of pedaling it with my feet, I would pedal it with my hands. And I loved riding this big wheel bicycle because I felt as if I was more like my peers. I was able to shed my wheelchair and to ride around the block with my peers just as they were riding their bikes. Last Christmas, my husband surprised me with a beginner hand cycle. I was so excited. I loved riding around with him, even though the bike had some speed limitations. It was during one of our rides that I started thinking about competing in a marathon. I didn't want to just complete a marathon because of, the big word marathon. I wanted to complete the marathon to integrate fitness habits into my life. I realized I would need 3 things in order for me to make this goal. I would need fitness training, nutritional training, and a competitive hand cycle. I was introduced to Fit Studio, and just browsing on their website gave me a lot of ideas on how I could prepare for this marathon. I decided to share my goal, and they quickly got behind me and teamed me with Andrea, who's my fitness coach, and Toby, who is my nutritional coach. In addition, it was a huge surprise when Fit Studio contacted me and told me that they'd be providing me a competitive hand cycle for the race. Now I am all set to train for my first marathon on January 29th in Miami, Florida.
In addition to spinning at the gym, each Saturday my husband and I have gone for a progressively longer bike ride. This week, our goal was 22 miles. We got everything prepared the night before, and the next morning we woke up to about 3 inches of snow on the ground. Because it was so cold, I really wanted to bundle up. And so I wore my long johns and my boots, my beanie hat, gloves, two pairs of gloves, hand warmers inside the gloves as well, and earmuffs. When we made it out to the trails, the first part of the trails were shoveled and perfect for riding, but as it progressed, halfway through the ride, we hit a bunch of snow. We ended up having to weave our way through several cities to try to make it home.
We're about 15 miles into our ride today. So now we are trying to find our way home on the streets, which is kind of scary.
We finally had to just throw in the towel after 17 miles and catch the train home. I really wanted to test myself to see, where I was at a few weeks before the marathon. And as I thought about this experience, I decided that even though I didn't make this, personal goal that I had this week, I truly believe anything that I want to accomplish through that adversity, it deepens that commitment for me. I feel even more committed to accomplishing this goal and look forward to a longer ride again in preparation for the marathon. It's easy to say, oh, what am I doing? I'm crazy. I can't do this. I want to give up. I want to go sleep. I want to be done. And it's in those moments that you have to think about greater reasons
to complete something or to push through something.
There's not that many that can actually complete a marathon. And then you take and you cut that into like a fraction, you know, because we're disabled.
Yeah.
There's not that many disabled athletes out there that do marathons and stuff. So I mean, for you to go and do it, I mean, it's like amazing, you know?
Yeah.
Be proud of yourself for that.
As I was leaving my spinning class, I realized what a marathon is. A marathon is all about an athlete's ability to endure. Each one of us has challenges that we have to endure every day. Some challenges over time will go away. Other challenges won't. Endurance is not just a matter of going through the motions of life. Endurance is pushing through. Endurance is moving forward. Despite what's happening, despite what the challenge is pushing forward, pushing through it. And that's what this experience has helped me to realize and helped me to hopefully become stronger at. And through the help of Fit Studio, I am really excited for next week because I feel ready. And I'm excited to complete my very first marathon. I'll see you in Miami.